Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to Angular routing, that is navigate by URL. So far we discussed about how to utilize Router.Navigate method, but similarly we have another method that is navigate by URL. So by the end of this session, we will be able to understand how to use navigate by URL method, what are the benefit of it, and its basic definition. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use Router.Navigate, how to use navigate by URL method. Okay. So let's just start from the definition itself. So navigate by URL method is a method that we can utilize when we are sure about the string or the path. Okay. So in short, you can say that in this method, you can directly provide the path, the exact path where you want to navigate from one place, from one button to another. Okay. So you can say that it is utilized only when we are sure that yes, this is the fixed URL that we are going to hit. Now, how to use it? What are the syntax or structure that we are supposed to follow? These things we will discuss. So here what I'll do now, I'll go to app.component.html file where we have Angular 19 course by Sharmit as a heading. Second, we will put the second heading that is navigate by URL. Navigate by URL method for simple navigation in Angular. Okay, so this is our secondary heading, that navigate by URL method for simple navigation in Angular. Now to perform this demo, we need some of the components because that will help us to navigate with the help of this method. Okay, so I have already created a couple of components here, like about component, contact component, not found component, and services component. Although like in this session we will use one or two, not more than that. So basically we will use the about and contact component. So before we proceed further, if you don't know how to create component, there is already one session where we have discussed it in detail. But I'll give you the hint, like if you want to create a component, you can simply write here ng, which is for Angular, g generate, and c is for component, and component name would be about. Okay, so when you press enter on this command, it will automatically create a component in your system. So you can see here we have the component, about component. Okay, so I'm not using this command right now because it is already created in my system, so I will just make use of it. So once you press this enter on this command, it will create a folder for you with the name about. Inside this about component, we have 4 files, that is about component CSS, about component HTML, about component spec.ts, and about component.ts. So these 4 files we have. Now next what we changed here, like rest all files would be same, CSS, spec.ts, component.ts. As of now, I just changed only one file, that is about.component.html file. Here I have added the heading that shows Angular, that shows about page. By default, it comes with a paragraph that shows about works. So I just replace the paragraph with the heading and content with the about page. Okay, so this thing is ready. Similarly, I have created another component, that is contact component. Here also I made the same change, only in the HTML file, rest file are same. Then we have not found component and services component, same thing are there also, but we are only using for now we will use only about and contact, just to show you how it is working. Now next what we will do here, like we will simply go to app.route.ts file to define the route for the components. So expand the array. Here we will use the curly braces. In curly braces we will write like firstly the path. In path we will mention about, then a comma, about component, not like this, firstly the component, then you can write here about component. Okay, fine. Now you can save it, and likewise we will define the second route that is for contact. So just put the curly braces here, we will write path colon, and inside this we will write here contact. Okay, and then a comma, then we will write here component name, that is contact component. Okay, now you can save it. So this thing is ready. Like we have two path for two components, so these routes are configured, and you can see the required thing is imported automatically here. Now the next thing is we will configure we will modify the app.route.ts file, app.component.ts file, sorry. So here we will go. In this we know that to show the output we need a router outlet, so simply go and write like this, router outlet. So it is added. Okay, so we can see here router outlet is added. Now the next thing is to use the methods for, like we will create some method. So once user click on that method, it will hit the command that is Router.Navigate navigateByUrl method, and then we will see the output. So for that, firstly we need a constructor. So just write like this. Here I will write private and router colon router like this, and press enter. So you can see both the things are imported here, router and router outlet. If it is not, make sure to import it, otherwise it won't work. It's a constructor, so we will write here like this. Then we will create one by one the method. So first method I will create with the name go to about. So this method will help us to navigate to the about route. Now how we will navigate it? You just need to write here this dot router dot navigate by URL, and then here inside this we will simply provide the path, not other than that. Okay, you just need to write here about and just save it. So this method is ready. Okay, so basically what we are doing here, we have just created one button, we have created one method that will be executed by a button. So let's go and create that button. So we will go to app.component.html file. Here I will write HR for horizontal row. Then we will write the button here, and in button we will write go to about. Then we'll mention here click, and here also we will write go to about. Perfect. This thing is ready. Now you can write here ng serve -- open enter. Okay, so what do you think? It will show output? No, it will not. Why? Because we have not added the router outlet, and that is very important thing. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to see the output. So let's add it. Now it is perfect, so it should show something. Okay, so here we can see we have Angular 19 course by Sharmit, navigate by URL method for a simple navigation in Angular. Then we have one horizontal row and one button that shows and go to about. So once I click here, you can see the URL is changed to about, and we are able to see the about page. Okay. All right. Now similarly, if you want to create one method for contact also, so you can create like this. Here you can just simply change it to contact. Right now it is showing error because it is not defined, so don't worry, we will define it. Make it as contact. Go to component.ts file. Just to save the time, I'll just copy the same method and edit it here. So instead of about, we will write here contact. Okay, and here also we will mention contact. That's it. Now you can save it. So once you save it and refresh it, you can see it comes with two buttons now. So if I click on go to contact, it shows me the contact page. If I click on go to about, it shows me the about page, and likewise it is updating the URL of my application. Clear? So these are the all syntaxes structure, which is quite simple and straightforward, I guess. So that you can try, and if you have any queries, questions, suggestion related to this video or any other video, feel free to reach out to me through comment section. And for the detailed content, you can refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box for all of you, with 3000 plus free learning resource है, so that you can refer. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.